I may be wearing a Belgian beer t-shirt, but it's still definitely whiskey time. So day 5, we're looking at Benriach. Benriach is made near Longbourn, which is just south of Elgin. The distillery itself was established in 1898. However, they stopped actually producing whiskey from 1900 until 1965. In that interim period, 65 years interim period, yeah, they acted as a malting, so they produced malt for other distilleries. In 1965, it was bought out by Glenlivet, who re-established the distillery. In the 1970s, Glenlivet sold it on to Seagrams. Seagrams then became part of Pernod Ricard. And in 2004, Pernod Ricard sold Benriach off to an independent consortium. But in 2016, it was bought from that independent consortium by Brown-Forman Corporation. Brown-Forman Corporation are better known for producing the likes of Jack Daniels or Woodford Reserve. So they're a big company at that stage. Now, they do produce a core range of whiskies. Oh, I've got my beer t-shirt on, thinking completely wrong there. They produce a core range of whiskies, with 10-year being their lowest. So this is down as 10-year original. They produce a 12-year as well. They also produce a smoked version of 10 and 12 year as well, which I would put as quite rare for Speyside. You don't generally get much peated or smoked whiskey in that region. The important thing actually about this is the aspect where it says it's free cask matured on the bottle. Now, the free cask that they've got in here is bourbon, which is no doubt coming from their other entities, so such as Jack Daniels or the Woodfords. It also has sherry, and then interestingly, virgin oak. I'm assuming that might be American virgin oak, which they're shipping over as well. So it means it's not being used before for any distilling. I would say most Scotch whiskies tend to not use virgin oak. They use oak that's already been used, i.e. mainly from America, and comes over after it's been used by bourbon. Right, let's get this cracked out and out into a glass. Just checking. I thought there was something in there. I was like, have I left some water in here? Price range for this. So you are able to pick up a bottle of the original 10 for about, it varies, 28 to 38 pounds in supermarkets. I just want to say also quickly on the original range. So they do like the original range, which I think, not original, the core range. You can spot it because it's got like the sort of clean, plain, simple label on it. And then they also do sort of a more, I'm not going to say vintage range, but select range, which has age statements much higher, 21 years, along with some other interesting ones. Right, I've chatted enough about the company. I'm getting thirsty. Let's have a sniff of this whiskey. All right, so first off, normally I look at the colour. So just checking, it looks the same colour in the bottle as the glass, perfect. I would say that's definitely still along the light golden, so sort of straw colour. Well, darker than straw, but light golden. On the nose, I'm getting honeyed malt, honey on there and malt. And a bit of oak. Yeah, honey and oak is the main nose for me on this. Let's go for the taste. Okay. Now this is the non-smoked one, just want to say that. I'm not getting any peat or smoke on it at all. Just in case you've had the 10-year, but you're not aware that there are two different versions of it. This one I would say definitely woody. There's quite a lot of wood in there. Peppery, definitely peppery. There is vanilla that comes through as well, a bit of vanilla on the end. I mean, pepper, spice, yeah, peppery, spicy, um, oaky, the wooden oak, and vanilla. Um, it's an okay one for me. It's definitely not as good as some of the other ones I've had on previous days. I actually would be more interested in trying the smoked peated one, but I thought it'd be unfair to sort of break away from what I'm doing on here, which is more along the lines of standard Speyside offering on the single malts. Yeah, it's maybe it's the sherry cask. I don't know. It's just the nose smells good. The nose is definitely inviting, but it's just something on the taste that I'm not too keen on. And I think it definitely might be along the lines of maybe it's that peppery spiciness to it that I'm not too keen on. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, there's always going to be a day that it's not as good as previous days. Unfortunately, I've never had Benriach before. I definitely would like to try some of the other ones, but for me, it's probably coming bottom of the list at the moment, just on taste versus my palate. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.